welcome. Are you ready to start writing? Let's get right to it. In this video, we will look at how to get attention. What should you say and how to get others to listen to your message or read your story or even go through your email. How can we communicate more effectively? Think about a conversation with a friend. Do you find it easy to pay attention and focus on what they are saying? Or do you drift off and start imagining other things, wondering about other topics, and then you lose track of what they are saying? It's very hard to participate in a conversation in a meaningful way if you are not present and not listening. The first and most important step in communicating with others is to listen. We need to think about what they are saying, their tone of voice, their feelings, and then ask questions so that we can understand. And then we can share and participate more fully. And then we can have more effective communication. What gets your attention when you are out in public or out socially with friends or at work? Do you listen to somebody who is loud, fast, dramatic, and tells long stories? Would this have an impact on you? Would you remember what they said? And would you understand everything that you have been told? And what kind of information would you like to receive in an email or in a meeting or a book or even in a lecture? Would you like it to be complex, boring, detailed, or monotonous? If you find that the information is dull, then those people you are trying to talk to will not be interested either. If your story is not exciting to you, then it will not really hold others' interest. So we need to think about the message that we are giving them. Sometimes when people are talking to us, it's very confusing. It's like being lost in a crowd. There is so much random information and long, drawn-out stories. We don't know what is the beginning or the end of that information, and we are wandering around trying to find our way. We don't want to be bored and confused. We would like information that is simple and clear, giving us a direction from point A to point B. Whether it is in a story or in a conversation, then we know where we are. So if we are talking to somebody, we need to be clear and understandable. So when you are having a conversation with others, do you think that what you have to say is interesting or funny, or is it on point? Do you have something that is worth communicating? Do you have something valid to say? Think about the message and think about how you put it across. While you were talking or giving a lecture, did you lose someone? Is the audience asleep? Look for visual clues to see if eyes are glazed over or people are daydreaming. What can we do about that? So if your friend or your audience is losing focus, it's time to wake them up. Stop talking, ask questions, and get feedback. You need to stay relevant and not waffle. In other words, Don't go on and on and on about a topic or a story so that people lose track. How can we practice communicating and improve our skills? One way is to look in the mirror while you are talking and see your facial expressions and gestures. Practice talking to yourself or get opinions from family and friends. Then you could always make videos and take a look at your gestures and the sound of your voice and words you use. And then you could go back and try to correct things that you don't like. Try this task. Think of interesting ways that you could respond to these conversation starters. They are all very common sentences, very common questions that people ask every day, like, "Good morning, how are you?" And then if you answer, "Fine," the conversation is over. So how could you say something more interesting? Think about little facts that you can add, like, "It's a wonderful day. I had great coffee this morning," or "I went for a run with my dog." And immediately you know something about the other person. So a boring beginning of a conversation does not have to end in a boring way. It could take a very interesting path. You can find me on Substack, Patreon, Facebook, and Instagram. Enjoy your writing. And check out my books on Amazon. Constructive comments, feedback, and questions are always appreciated. Thank you.